Square Cow Countdowns. I am Slash, and my evil plan for the third episode of Rangerpaloozaa is to count down the top 10 worst Power Rangers villains. Everything is falling perfectly into place. We're talking about villains, not the monsters. There's a pretty big difference. The monsters are what the villain uses to attack the Rangers. Monsters are usually introduced and destroyed within the span of one episode, but the villains are around throughout the whole season. We're looking at the whole 9 yards for each of these villains. Appearance, goals, origins, motivation, choice of bubblegum flavor, everything. And finally, keep in mind that a lot of these choices are based on my own personal opinion. If you agree with me, great. Tell me about it in the comments below. And if you don't agree with me, well, then tell me about that too. I think that's all you need to know. Ready or not, the countdown starts right now. Number 10. Divatox. Introduced in Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, Divatox was about as campy as the villains on the series could be. She was a space pirate with a failed marriage and a submarine full of monsters at her disposal. She also has a pretty nice rack. Or at least Hilary Shepard Turner does. She was the original actress to play Divatox in the movie. She was later replaced by Carol Hoyt when Shepard went on maternity leave. I never noticed how much cleavage her outfit in the Turbo movie had. Not that I'm complaining or anything. Number 9. Sledge. Dinosaurs were cool, and Sledge is the reason why the dinosaurs went extinct. Well, at least in the continuity of Dino Charge, anyway. He's a collector and bounty hunter, and for some reason, he collected asteroids that rained down on the dinosaurs when his ship got blown off course. Even if he hadn't killed all the dinosaurs, Sledge isn't too intimidating or menacing, and all he really wanted were the energems. So for killing off the dinosaurs and not really having an evil plan or a menacing appearance, he's earned this spot on the list. Number 8. Hydrohog. This thing was apparently a villain from the Alien Rangers' homeworld, a nemesis that they've fought before. He came to Earth and used his magical ability to absorb water, which the Alien Rangers need to live. You know what else can absorb water? A sponge. If Lord Zed had any brains... Oh, well, he does, but it's kind of exposed, so I don't know if that one counts. Does he have a brain on the inside of his brain? Anyway, he could have gone to Home Depot and bought a lifetime supply of sponges and then used his staff to make them grow like his monsters. Oops, the Rangers destroyed a sponge? Have another one, and another one, and another one! Everybody gets a sponge! Number 7. Mesogog. Mesogog actually looks pretty awesome, but as a villain, he just doesn't really seem all that evil. He gets completely overshadowed by Zeltrax and the Evil White Ranger throughout most of the series. But the Jekyll and Hyde aspect of how Anton and Mesogog share the same body was pretty cool. I would never have guessed that it's the same actor that plays both roles. He still kinda creeps me out though. And why does he always talk like this? Did he smoke 12 million cigarettes in 2 minutes or something? You ever notice that? That's how he talked. Elsa, Zeltrax, Power Rangers. Number 6. The Black Knight. Here's a bit of an exception. This guy literally just came out of nowhere for one episode of Time Force. In it, he steals a box that we later learn contains the Red Ranger's battleizer. So this random Black Knight, just for one episode, became the main villain because Rancic was nowhere to be seen in that episode. We never even learned what this guy's name is, or whether he's a mutant, or an alien, or something else entirely. He was defeated as quickly as he was introduced. We never see or hear from him again. It was very weird. Number 5. Rita Repulsa. I don't care if she was the first ever villain. Rita is fucking annoying. She never shuts up. If she were to go down to Earth and talk nonstop in that awful grating voice, the Power Rangers' heads would explode in a matter of seconds. Even if I push how annoying she is aside, she's still not a very competent villain. None of her monsters are very bright, and there's just nothing about her that makes her stand out. Except that voice. I'll admit, it did get a little better when they recast Rita. Her voice became much more tolerable, but by then she'd already been replaced by Lord Zed. Number 4. Dark Specter. I'm not sure why Dark Specter was even necessary. He doesn't do much of anything until the very end of In Space, although it is revealed that he was the one that brought all the villains together. You know who else could have done that? Astronema, or Master Vile, or any of the surviving villains from previous seasons. Astronema is totally the villain of In Space, so that makes Dark Specter the third nipple or fifth wheel. You could just lop him off and nobody would notice or care. Astronema being the younger sister of Andros is a much more compelling story anyway. Number 3. Galvanax. Galvanax's name kind of sounds like some sort of cleaning detergent. Do you struggle with stubborn grass, wine, or coffee stains? Well, never again, because now there's Galvanax. Where's the ShamWow guy when you need him? Anyways, Galvanax's primary goal is just to get the Ninja Nexus. That's all he wants. He's already incredibly powerful. Oh, and he's also evil. Even if the Rangers let him have the Ninja Nexus, nothing bad would happen because A, the Nexus isn't stupid, it's not going to give someone like Galvanax power, and B, the Rangers already have the power of the Nexus, so there's not much power left in it anyway. Unless, of course, you have some Ninja Steel to throw in it. But oh wait, the Rangers already have all of that too. Silly, silly Galvanax. Number 2, the Org Generals. You can't get much worse than being designed around human body parts. I'm not kidding. In Wild Force, there were 3 Org Generals. Nazor is based on ears and noses, Retinax is based on eyes, and Mandalok is based on mouths. What's next? A monster based on an ass? These 3 are ugly and unsettling, especially Retinax, because he won't stop staring at me. I need to take my mind off him. Let's play a random matching game. I have to match each of these orgs to the kind of doctors that specialize in them. Okay, go. Retinax would either be an optometrist or an ophthalmologist. For Mandalok, I guess just a general practitioner. And for Nazor, that would be an otolaryngologist. Wow, what a word. That's the ears, nose, and throat doctor. So I guess Mandalok could go there as well. Number 1, the Fearcats. Like I mentioned in the last countdown, Moltor and Furious are actually decent villains. They just don't get to shine as brightly as they probably could because Operation Overdrive also has Miratrex and Camdor. And these things, the Fearcats. Why are they called cats? They look nothing like cats. They look more like bear demons than anything. And out of all the villains in Operation Overdrive, they have the weakest reason for being involved in the conflict. They seem to be enemies from Tyzon's past, but I can't be bothered to watch the show to confirm that, because Operation Overdrive sucks. Oh, and one last thing. Could I just point out that Tyzon is a Mercurian? He's an alien, so guess which planet he's from? No, it's not Mercury. It's called Mercuria. Why didn't they just have him be from Mercury? He even goes on to be the Mercury Ranger. Well, that's all there is. There isn't any more. You know what they say, you can't have too much of a bad thing. Or maybe it's actually good things. Whatever. I hope you still enjoyed the countdown, even though I wasn't able to find any good video footage for this one, and I will see you guys sometime in the near future for another countdown. And until next time, peace out.